Welcome to the ultimate crypto tier list for 2025, guys. There's a lot to go through. We've got anything ranging from top layer ones, layer twos, meme coins, AI agents, whatever there is in it. I've tried to include as many coins as possible that are kind of relevant. There's a ton here that aren't here. So if there's any you want to know about, just leave a comment down below telling me what to review next, or give me your thoughts on your coin, right? Or something I've missed out that's good. Anyway, let's get right into it. I won't have enough time to talk about each one individually, but I'll try my best to cover the important ones. So let's get right into it. First up is Pudgy Penguins. Now, this is quite a high market cap coin, 890 million in market cap already. Pudgy Penguins released late December 2024, and it was absolutely one of the most anticipated meme coin releases of all time. Everyone was itching to get in that release. They thought it'd be absolutely enormous. And if you got in that release, you won't be too happy with how you've done, pretty much because it's been a slow descent. However, it's coming back now with the market. As we know, we've had some recent nice market confirmation. Bitcoin's going up, Ethereum is following, and Solana's booming. Pudgy Penguins is situated on the Solana blockchain, so absolutely bullish for Solana. And I think Pudgy Penguins is a great project. Like, it's just a safer meme coin play. They're absolutely enormous on Instagram. There's a lot of followers behind it. I think Pudgy Penguins is going to do phenomenally well. I'm going to put it in the A tier because at the end of the day, guys, it is a very high market cap meme coin. So you aren't going to get huge returns that people want to see in meme coins. Typically, you know, you want to get 50, 100, even more X's, right? I think this is a safe type of 10X type of coin, 10, 20X. I think it's a great project. Gonna leave it at that. Next up is Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 Inu. Absolutely love this coin for the just complete laugh factor about it. It's just about being stupid, and it'd be pretty funny to get rich off a coin like that, right? That's kind of the meme behind it. I think it's a comfortable kind of B tier. I think it's a little bit high in market cap to, again, make massive gains, because I don't think it's going to attract heaps and heaps of people and get those tier 1 exchange listings. However, I think it's a funny meme. Got a community behind it that's quite cult-like. I think it's a great meme to get involved with. B tier. Next up is Pepe. I say this all the time. Pepe S tier for me. Pepe is just the epitome of a cult meme. The frog's been around forever. Everyone knows the meme, the frog on the internet and everything like that. It's been performing absolutely phenomenally well this bull cycle. 5.8 billion in market cap, so it is extremely high. But I think it is so safe in terms of a meme coin investment. It's on pretty much every tier 1 exchange you can think of, obviously all the others. I think it's on Robinhood even now, so it's just become a complete thing. You can see how bullish the momentum is for it when the market comes back. I think this is essentially a very leveraged position on Ethereum. So I think if the market booms, Ethereum goes up, Pepe is going to follow. It's a great coin to get into. It's pretty much the cult of the cult. Again, you're not going to make massive returns, but I think this is super safe. So I'm going to put it in S tier. Next up is Turbo, which I will be putting into the A tier. Now, Turbo is AI created meme coin. It has a massive community behind it. I'm very bullish on it. I think it's going to perform extremely well in this bull run. Again, it's an A tier for the fact that it's quite high in market cap already, but it is really safe in my opinion. It has this great narrative about it. Like I said, it was the first meme coin created by ChatGPT as we know it, or at least that's the narrative that took off, so people are running with it. It's a golden toad, so golden toad is often a symbol of wealth and prosperity in some Asian countries, so that's helping it in the Asian countries. And I think it's just unique. The community behind it's massive. It covers that whole AI narrative this time around. Turbo's going to go comfortably in the A tier for me. Dogwifhat for me is a B tier. The market cap's extremely high. It was kind of the first mover in this space for this meme coin super cycle narrative that everyone was talking about earlier. So I'm going to be leaving Dogwifhat in the B tier. It's not my favorite meme. I don't necessarily find it that funny, but I actually do see the community behind it. I think people are going to continue to buy it. It's on a lot of tier 1 exchanges, even Binance. It has its place in this cycle, but I wouldn't necessarily buy it myself. Another meme coin we have here is Brett, which I'm going to be putting into the B tier. It's a little bit too cabal and controlled for my liking. But I like the narrative in a sense that it's part of the boys club. So if you're not familiar, it's in a comic series with Pepe the Frog, and it's one of his best mates in the comics. And it's blue. It symbolizes the base blockchain. That's the idea. So I'll leave it in the B tier. I don't mind bread at all. Again, it's high in market cap, so you have to take that into account if you're trying to make a lot of money. I think it's going to perform extremely well. It symbolizes the base blockchain. For the most part, it's the highest market cap on the chain. Next up is Apu, which might surprise people. I'm going to put straight into the A tier as well. Now, Apu is the baby version of Pepe. And I think this is an even more leveraged position on Pepe. In my opinion, this is a better buy than Pepe because I think this is going to follow undoubtedly the price action of Pepe. And you're going to be able to make a lot more gains because the market cap is so much smaller. So in my opinion, this would be something I would buy as opposed to Pepe. However, Pepe is just more guaranteed in the sense that more people are probably going to buy it, has more accessibility with the exchanges, and people just know Pepe in general more than Apu, right? But I think it's a great buy for a leveraged position. I think that's the one I would take the risk on. Next up is Based Chad, which I'm going to be putting into the A tier. So I'm just going to be reviewing some of these not in order just to spice it up a bit, keep you guys guessing. Based Chad is essentially what I would call the gigachad on base. Now, why I'm so bullish on this is because, guys, look at this market cap, extremely low. And we did see it run up to a massive market cap before in 17.5 mil. I mean, it's still a bit of a low market cap, right? But that is about a 10x from the current price now. I think if the market's coming back, gigachad's pumping, the base blockchain's exploding because Ethereum's exploding, and we know the narrative with base, I think this is a great buy, guys. This is like a leveraged position of gigachad. And I know I overuse that term a lot, but there's no better way to explain these buys. Base Chad, in my opinion, is a phenomenal buy in terms of risk to reward ratio. You can see the volume and interest that comes for it when we're pumping. So it's coming back a little bit at the moment, like everything is. I think this can absolutely explode if Giga takes off again and the base blockchain becomes a thing. Next up is Bonk, which I'm not really a fan of. I'll just put it out there, but I think it has its place in this cycle as well, like dogwifhat. So I won't talk about it too much. It's all right. It's not funny. It doesn't have anything. It's just a dog meme again. Not really that much substance, but it did have a use case for the Solana mobile as well. People got airdrop coins. So that's why it did take off last year. Next up is Basenji, which I'll be putting into the A tier. I love Basenji, always have. It's a typical dog meme, but it symbolizes the base blockchain. Like I said, the wordplay in it's amazing. Basenji's a breed of dog. Base is in the name, and Benji is its name. So it's this nice wordplay. I think it can symbolize the blockchain phenomenally. I think it can be the official mascot. I don't know why they haven't picked up on it. It hasn't still got that Coinbase listing. I've lost a little bit of conviction in it, but the team's great. They're putting a lot of money towards advertising still. Even though the price action hasn't really been the greatest, they have continued to build on the project, so I can't knock the team at all. They're doing great. A tier for me. It's a very low market cap at the moment from where it was. It was once about 90 mil in market cap, so it's 20 mil, about a 4x until the all-time high. So undoubtedly, if the market takes off again, like I said all the time, Ethereum gets all-time highs, I can expect Basenji to follow. Simple as that. Next up is Dogecoin. No explanation needed. I'm going to put it in S tier for the respect of it becoming the biggest and most original meme coin. Shielded by Elon Musk and pretty much everyone last cycle. It cemented itself as the GOAT of meme coins. It's pretty much made it all possible for these memes to kind of flourish, right? So we'll just put in S tier for respect. I wouldn't personally buy it this time around. I just think the market cap's way too high. There's better gains to be made. Next up is gigachad, which will be going into the S category. I think gigachad is one of the best memes you can buy from a perspective of waiting for market euphoria and normies to enter the market, right? So I think there's going to be a lot of bids for gigachad when the time comes. It's built on Solana, easy blockchain to use, cheap fees. I think it's the most normie-friendly blockchain. And yeah, we're just kind of waiting for that aspect to take off. It's kind of surprised me how much it's gotten belted in the last couple of months. Like, I didn't expect it to go down this much. Nevertheless, I think it's going to come back if the market comes back, right? So I think this is a nice play on Solana and just that whole meme coin, masculinity, men kind of vibe that's going on at the moment. So I have to put it in S tier. Lost a tiny bit of conviction in it, but I still think it's great. Next up is popcat, which I'll be putting into the A tier for the simple fact that it is the biggest cat meme. And I think it's just going to hold that space, right? So when people want to invest into a cat, like they said, they heard about Dogecoin last time. I think popcat is just that one this time. It's also on Murad's list. If you're familiar with Murad, he's a popular figure in crypto, right? I think it's going to do well. So I'll leave it in A. I'm not the biggest fan of it anymore. We did call it quite early in the cycle and we did get nice multiples on it, but I'm not the biggest fan of it anymore. I'd probably actually move it to B, but for the fact that it's the biggest cat meme and probably going to get bought, I'll leave it there. Next up is Abster, which I personally believe is the best buy in this bull market right now. I think this is the most undervalued crypto right now. You guys can see what's happening with this graph. A lot of smart money accumulating, and many people watching this video won't even be familiar with what the abstract blockchain is or what Abster is. Abster is a mascot of the abstract blockchain. So if we click on the website here, get Abster, the official mascot of Abstract. So let me catch you guys up to speed with what exactly this is. Abster is basically a pudgy penguin. Now, if you're wondering why they've made it a pudgy penguin, it's because the co-founder of this chain actually owns pudgy penguins as well. It's called Abster, which as we know is a name, and it symbolizes the abstract blockchain. So it's also a little bit of a wordplay there. Now, why I think this is going to be pushed so much and has the connections to get on exchanges and everything like that. So Luca Netz is the founder, and I think he has all these great connections within crypto. He's going to make it happen. And like I said, so much smart money has been accumulating right now. The last time we saw a meme coin on a layer 2 was the base blockchain, right? The ones that were actually of any substance whatsoever. Base ended up being huge. Brett reached over 2 billion market cap. So with that same thought process, if we think Abstract can at least get as big as Base, which I think it can, and get as big as Brett, the top meme coin on the chain, right? We do know the top meme coin on an L2 chain is generally the best bet to take, historically at least. Abster still has 100x potential in my opinion. I think this is the best risk to reward ratio you can take at the moment. It's went through a tiny dip lately. I think it's a great buy. Next up is Casper, which will be going into the S tier for me. Casper is one of those coins you want to invest into quite healthily, right? It's not just a little bit of a gamble on crypto and getting inside memes and AI and every speculative things. Although this is still risky and speculative, Casper obviously has long-term prospects. It's a fully fledged new technology kind of crypto that relies on block DAG rather than blockchain, and it's the first of its kind. It's absolutely phenomenal. It's fairly launched. There was no pre-mine. It's pretty much the new age Bitcoin in my opinion. So I think it's absolutely a phenomenal investment. If crypto becomes a thing in the future, people will open their eyes to Casper, and it might be something that people actually legitimately use in one day. So I think although this is 3 billion market cap, this is a great layer 1, guys. It's available on a lot of exchanges. The top tier ones are kind of reluctant to list it because they need to buy their own supply, as it's like free and circulating, right, Casper? So that's why it's a great coin, and that's why there's a lot of community behind it. It's essentially a new age Bitcoin. Absolutely love it. Next up is Aerodrome Finance, which we will be putting into the B category. I think it's a great investment in terms of getting involved into the Base blockchain. It's the main liquidity provider DEX for Base needs, right? So it's got its use case there. I think it has a decent kind of user interface. I think it can be better. I just think it's going to perform really well. That's why it's in B, but I do have something that I believe is better, and we'll get into that in a second. Next up is Okada, and this is just going into the D category now. This project can suck my nuts now. They abandoned the project, and I don't really know why, just because the market conditions weren't favorable and stuff. They had a great thing going on. They abandoned the project, let everyone down. There's nothing. I didn't even know I added it into this tier list. Next up is Ponky, which will be going into the C tier. I'm not really a fan of this crypto. I think it's very contrived in terms of appealing to crypto Twitter. And when things just kind of appeal to crypto Twitter and that space, they don't really perform that well because normies that people refer to as just the general public, right? they don't really enjoy buying these coins and they don't mean anything to anyone. It just reminds me of savvy crypto traders trying to take advantage of BS kind of meme coins. I don't have anything against it. I don't mind the meme itself. Like for me, I kind of understand it a bit, but I don't think it's going to perform that well. Next up is ChainGPT, which I really like for the fact that I like the name of it. Retail is familiar with ChatGPT. I think this is just as simple as it gets sometimes. They're going to buy a lot of crypto AI projects that have GPT in them because they think, oh yeah, ChatGPT. Like people don't know much about AI, right? So it has the marketing aspect about it. It got listed on Binance. I think it's a phenomenal buy. ChainGPT, just a high market cap AI play that's relatively safe in my opinion. Next is Zebek Network, which we recently just made a video on, a dedicated video. And I think it's a phenomenal real world asset play. Going straight into the S tier, it's only sitting at about 150 mil market cap. It did go up a bit today. They're trying to bring out their own debit cards. They have real world kind of payment systems. So implementing real world payments from jobs and everything like that. They've got a lot more going for it. I've talked about it in my video, so you guys can go check that out. I think it's a great buy if you're looking for a real world assets play. It's built on Solana as well. Next up is Taobot, which is another S tier play for me. Taobot is the best leveraged AI play you can kind of get in my opinion. We all know how good Potenza is. It's like the leading player in the space, right? They have all these subnets and everything like that. Absolutely phenomenal buy in my opinion. We've been speaking about it on the channel for a very long time. Look how strongly this has come back, guys. If you were buying it while we were talking about it on the channel, you would be up more than 5x at the moment from these lows. And I think it's going to keep exploding. I think it's going to follow the price of Potenza, and that's going to keep going up as long as the space goes up, right? So as we say all the time, has this warning from Go Plus. Do exercise caution, guys. Don't buy or invest with anything that you can't afford to lose. But I think this is a great buy, guys. Go and check out the website yourself. You can invest into Tau or Potenza subnets as well. So go have a look at that. Next up is Teddy Bear, which is the main meme coin on the Pulse chain. I'm going to be putting this into the B category. I'm not the biggest fan of the Pulse chain. However, if you're going to invest in that type of thing, like the Pulse network and everything like that, I think just buy a Teddy Bear. It's down a fair bit. So I reckon just buy a bit of Teddy Bear if you want to invest into the Pulse chain, right? So you got the contract here under Pulse and it's relatively low now. Like I think it's just a great scoop up at these prices. Don't get me wrong, I don't believe in it much. But if you guys are a fan of the Pulse chain, 8 million market cap now, we did see it reach over 104, yep, as we can see there. I think it's very low at the moment. If it comes back, it's going to explode. Why not, right? Next up is Sui, which is a B tier coin in my opinion. I think it has the narrative this time around that Solana pretty much had last time. But I think, if I'm just being honest, guys, you've kind of missed out on the initial gains. If you got in a lot earlier, it'd be great. But Sui has pretty much exploded already this time, right? So the market cap is massive. We're sitting at $4 again. If you picked it up earlier in the cycle, around $1, it'd be an absolutely phenomenal S tier buy. But look, the market cap's about 13 billion now. It's kind of late. It's going to keep going up, undoubtedly, with the market, right? But it's just about where you want to put your money into. This is still highly speculative, although it's a really good chain, very, very quick. I just wouldn't personally buy it, even though I like it. So I hope I'm not making too many people mad, but I just wouldn't personally buy it. That's what it is. Next up is Fame AI, which I actually really like. I like the idea of it. They're looking to bring influencer kind of AI agent things that people can use. You can use your own kind of personality with it and build your own bot and make them famous and everything. So if you're someone who wants to create content online, but you don't want to put yourself out there, you're a private person, you don't like the way you look, whatever it may be, right? You can build agents on this website. So we'll take a quick look at it. So this is the graph of Fame AI. You can see there's a little bit of hype coming back for it now. It's nowhere near the all-time high and it's extremely low in market cap, guys, 1.3 mil. This is something you can get your hands onto and have as a potential moon bag, right? That's why I'm going to put it into the B category. These people are always updating this website and working on it hard. I actually have realized this, guys. Every time I click on this website, it has changed, so they're making constant changes to it. I think they're doing a phenomenal job. You guys can go check that out. I think they're doing a great job. Everything right to appeal to this crypto cycle and narrative, right? So I think it's worth just checking it out. If you guys are into those moon bags in crypto, I think you'll love Fame AI. It's built on Ethereum, and it also is, funnily enough, listed on Bybit. So you guys can go check that out. Very weird how they've only got that listing, but it's great nonetheless. Next up is MPC coin, which I like because it's a famous kind of meme, right? People like it. B tier for me as well. This coin performed extremely well earlier last year, I believe, and it popped like 700 or 800 mil market cap, something huge. It's a common term, right? People call people NPCs all the time. I like the meme. It had this kind of unique NFT factor about it when I last checked, and every coin had its own unique NFT. It was very interesting. It's just a mid kind of buy, right? I'm not sure it's going to go absolutely wild, but nonetheless, it won't be a terrible buy in my opinion. Next up is Catcoin, which I'll be putting into the C category. Like I've said in other tier lists, Catcoin is more than likely a terrible buy. However, what I want to talk about is the potential of people talking about Dogecoin again. Say we get huge peak euphoria and people go, oh, you know what? There's Catcoin this time. And these symbolize the amount of zeros in the price, right? So it's 0, 0, 0 saying. A lot of public people are going to be talking about how they have 1.8 billion cat coins, and if it just goes to this price, I'll have this much money. And it's like, that's how people talk and newbies talk about crypto, right? So if somehow in some world this narrative took off about Catcoin being the next Dogecoin and people were pumping it up and everything, I think this could absolutely surprise people, and I think that's what happened here, guys. So we could even see a much higher parabola. We're sitting at 3.6 mil market cap now, extremely low. It did reach 72 mil back then. Imagine if we just went through one of those hype euphoria phases again. I think it's a decent gamble, and that's all it is. It's just a complete gamble. I don't think it's going to do well at all. If in some world it takes off, people are talking about it, it's going to perform phenomenally. Next up is Skibidi Toilet, which I'll be chucking in the toilet at D. I don't know what happened, guys. This just absolutely fell off a cliff and it never really recovered at all. Like, yeah, it's coming back a little bit at the moment. It's done about a 2 or 3x from the bottom, but I don't know why this just got dumped so aggressively, guys. Like, absolutely nobody wants it. I've lost all faith in it. I did have it at around about A before because I thought Gen Z likes this type of crap. I never even knew what it was until I looked it up and I realized it was one of the most famous things on YouTube, apparently. Lost a lot of hope. Maybe C, right? I can see it coming back if some euphoria happens, but for now it's D. Next up is Alien Base, which I absolutely love. Alien Base is my kind of investment for the Base blockchain. I think it's going to do phenomenally well. They have a great user interface. They have a coin creator, token launcher. They have their own liquidity pools for Base. I think it's a great project to invest in. I think it's better than Aerodrome in my opinion. The market cap's a lot less. As we can see here, guys, Alien Base is making an extreme comeback at the moment. You know, I was absolutely pumping the other day. Went through a little bit of a correction, but you can see that hype for it coming back. I just have a gut feeling this is going to perform extremely well and get into the 1 or 2 billion in market cap when the market really explodes, right? I think this can get it to as much market cap as Aerodrome Finance did, and I believe that got to over 1 billion or close to it at least. So that would be at least a 50x, right? Alien Base, in my opinion, can do this. Go check it out yourselves, guys. Next up is Virtual's Protocol, which I'm going to put into the S tier because I think it's a very, 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 very safe AI agent investment. It's cemented itself at the top here. We're not going to be talking about it too much. Very high market cap. Everyone knows about Virtuals that's been in the market, so we'll leave it at S. Next up is AVAX, which I'm not really a big fan of. I know a lot of gaming people are. Alex Becker absolutely loves AVAX. I'm not sure if he's like an advocate of AVAX or anything. I just never hear anyone really using this chain or caring. So, like I said, I think it's going to go up with the market like everything will, but I don't think it's going to yield massive returns or anything. It's kind of just unnecessary to buy when you compare it to everything else, right? Next up is Render, which I'll be putting into the A category, another safe AI kind of investment. Next up is Troll, and this is the Troll that's on Ethereum. I really like this. This is an OG meme. This is on a lot of exchanges. I think Trollface could make a comeback as an OG meme. We did see the Troll on Solana taking off. So I hope some of that volume comes in for the one on Ethereum, because this was the first one. It's on a lot of exchanges already, and this is a lot of people that are from my time period at least favorite meme. Like, we all like the troll face. Remember it from back in the day, especially when we were gaming and everything. All will retire is going into the S category. You can't really see it here. Should have chose a better photo. Nevertheless, all will retire is an S tier coin in my opinion. If you're getting involved in culture coins and real people, real emotions, you want to invest in that side of things when it comes to crypto. People are passionate about it because they want to retire. This is the end game in crypto. Everyone is here to retire. It's in the name. People just want to have an investment they can rely on, put their money into, and know that's the goal, right? So I think it can gain a lot of attraction from newer type of investors. If it goes viral on TikTok, stuff like that, I think it can absolutely explode. Next up is Ondo Finance, which is going into the A category for real world assets. I think this is pretty much your safest bet you can make in the real world assets investments. Absolutely phenomenal project. I think it's going to be the leading player in the space. It's only an A because it's a high market cap, and we do want to take into account potential gain. So A category for me. Official Trump, C category for me, not the greatest, super high market cap. It kind of killed the market at the time. I don't really like the coin, I'll be honest with you guys. I don't see the point in it anymore. Like I said, a lot of normal average people are going to buy it because they'll hear about Trump coins and whatnot, but it's just not viable in my opinion. Next up is Tron. This is an OG kind of crypto. B category for me. I think it's absolutely great to be sending USDT within the Tron network. It's an old battle-tested crypto. It's got the name. People love Tron. Just a B category coin for me. Next up is Fartcoin, which will be going into the A category. Fartcoin, in my opinion, is just going to keep performing and performing this cycle around. People just absolutely love buying this coin for some reason. It's got a massive community behind it. Like I've said in other videos, I don't necessarily find it that funny or anything. I don't care for it. But one thing I do know is it's going to perform well. Next up is Jupiter. This was one of the most disappointing coins this cycle, and it hurts to put it in D. I was looking forward to Jupiter, the launch of it, so much. I got in at launch, lost money on it because, you know, as you do on launch sometimes. It was a very big disappointment. It's been somewhat stable, like it hasn't gone down as much as other cryptos has, but it hasn't really come back much with the market at the moment either. I don't like Jupiter at all anymore, their investment. I'll absolutely love using the aggregator, the actual website, right? But Jupiter for me is in D. Next up is Cookie DAO, which I'll be putting into the S tier category for AI investment. So this is an AI index. I think it's going to perform phenomenally well. Cookie is up a lot today. We've been talking about it the whole time, even while it was down. We talked about it like at these levels here. So you'd be up a cool 3-4x right now. It's absolutely exploding at the moment. And the reason why we talked about it is because when this happened was when all the Binance and Coinbase listings were happening for Cookie. The market tanked itself, right? So it didn't get that chance to fully explode. And when we got to these levels here, I was like, guys, this is a great buy. It's on the top tier 1 exchanges. AI agent index, you need that to be able to track all these AI agents and everything. I think it's a phenomenal buy. Even still, I think Cookie's going to perform really well. Next up is HyperGPT. I'm going to be putting into the C category now. Similar to ChainGPT, I love the narrative surrounding it. I've just lost a lot of conviction. It fell off a cliff. It doesn't have that same vibe anymore. And a lot of other AI coins did take over. So it hurts. I like HyperGPT, but I've lost conviction. I'm just going to be going through these last ones very quickly, guys. I don't want to bore you. Memecoins, great project. A category for me. You know, you can actually use this AI agent to do crypto for you. So you can tell it to buy, sell, swap, all these kind of things. And there's actually other use cases for it as well that I won't go into too much detail now. You guys can go check it out. It's called BANKR, Memecoins. Next up is Spectre AI, which I'll be chucking into C category. I never liked buy and sell tax about it. That's what made me not like it anymore. Actually sold out of my investment a long time ago. I like the project, the trading bot and everything like that. I'm not sure if they've still got the buy and sell tax, if they were able to change that. So you guys can go check that out and do your research. But yeah, I haven't been involved in this project for a long time now. Potenza, we've talked about it. Absolute A tier, phenomenal. but you won't get many returns on it, right? Radium, it's a better investment than Jupiter, so I'll put it into that B category. This has performed extremely well this bull cycle. People have just seen it as a leveraged position on Solana. I think it's great. We talked about it over, I think, a year and a half ago now, told people about it, and it made so many gains. And it's a very high market cap, so you have the liquidity to cash out all your gains as well. AO's Network, AI project that's also listed on Coinbase, can get a lot of traction, a lot of new investors. B category for me, just a decent project listed on Coinbase. I think people are just going to buy it. Starry Nif, I like this project a lot, but it fell off a cliff. I don't know what happened. It's like a metaverse type of AI coin, blending those two narratives. I'm a fan of it, but like I said, it fell off a cliff, lost money on it. It's all good, right? Echelon Prime, AI gaming narrative. Gaming's not really hot this time around, but if you're going to get involved in that kind of category, I'd say this coin's good. This is near. We'll chuck that in B. Think it's all right. Fog, not a fan of this coin. It was the leading coin on pump.fund for a while. Keyboard Cat, think it's going to do really well on base. We'll put that in B. And Sigma, I believe, will follow gigachad's price action, just not as confident of a play, so we'll leave it in B. That does my tier list, guys. The ultimate 2025 crypto tier list. Like I said, if I've missed any coins you would have liked to see, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what coins I should include next time, or if you disagree with any of these picks. See you guys in the next one. Peace.